Hello, Mr. 0063 back for part 5, hopefully the final part of this Let's Play. Although I want to run the marathon. Before I get going, I feel like I really should apologise for what I feel was pretty bad commentary on that Pokemon area. I would have loved to have talked about the different Pokemon more. I would have loved to talk about all the different moves a bit more and how you might, dodging strategies and whatnot, but I can't believe how kind of quick almost I got like the 5 keys. I got so lucky with actually getting all the different Pokemon that I didn't really get a time to, like for instance if Pidgey had appeared another time, they would have had much more time to like show it off and talk about all the attacks, but I kind of like got through all the keys and I don't actually think I got a single repeat fight. I think I got one of pretty much all the Pokemon plus Miku. And it was I can't believe it. From a variety point of view, it was absolutely fantastic. But from being able to see the Pokemon over and over again and maybe talk a bit more about the moves, it was actually really poor. And then I kind of, particularly like in the gym area as well. I got to talk about some of them in a bit more in depth. But the final fight against TJ and Clayson, I was expecting to be there for a little while. But I can't believe how well Arcanine went. That was unbelievable. He is probably one of the most annoying one of the lot, and I got through him without taking any damage. Yay! So yeah, I apologise for probably not doing, or certainly not, or from my point of view at least, not doing as good a job as I would have liked on the Pokemon area in terms of showing everything off. But yeah, what can I say? Things just conspired that way. But anyway, enough with the apologies. This is the final area. It is a very, very nice final area, unique to this game. So let's get on with it. So we've got these crystals that you can kind of see over here. So and the crystals give you a different ability. So I'm just going to collect this blue crystal first off. Basically, what happens when you shoot? So that was dreadful. What happens when you shoot? With the blue one is that you go flying across, and when you hit the next hit the wall, you'll revert to the kid, and then you need to and then obviously you can move from there. The red one, when you shoot, you get a bit of extra height. So yay. And the green one, when you shoot, you turn into a ball, and then you can move wherever you want around the screen. But after a certain point of time, you'll you'll return to normal, and then you obviously need to manoeuvre through again. So yeah, this is a really, really nice area. It does get quite tricky toward the latter kind of stages. You really do have to kind of plan out where you want to be. So for instance here, I'm going to shoot at this wall and then jump through there. You do have to kind of plan through quite carefully where you need to kind of actually save your double jump to actually make an area. Here I can't, so I have to jump up and double jump up and then shoot through this little gap here. You can see horizontally where I was shooting there, so that was quite nicely done. And I didn't mess up that jump, yay. So yeah, it does get kind of a little bit tricky toward the end. For this one, you want to kind of save, obviously you definitely just save your double jump, so single jump as close as you can to the sort of spike hanging down from the ceiling nearest to the save, jump, and then when you fall down here, double jump up this area. For this one, double jump up to get to the red crystal, and land on the spike, yay, or run into the spike, whatever you'd rather, however you'd rather consider that I messed that up. Yeah, let's restart this. Yeah, okay, there we go, right. Let's not run into the spike, fine, good. Collect this crystal, and you can probably appreciate if you look over to the right where we're going to need to aim this, somewhere around there, and save the double jump obviously, so that you can make this little last manoeuvre here. Okay, right now you get where I need to get my thinking here. Okay, so I will try and get through that. In fact, I don't think I need to save my double jump here, so I'm just going to very quickly, after having shot. Just move along. You have to be you do have to be quick with the green one, because it will run out, and yeah, you do need to be careful. So for this one, I need to jump up to here and then move right very quickly. I will not have my double jump, so I need to make sure that I sort of hit this wall here high enough up so that I can move back to the right and land away from the spike. And for the last one, okay, so I need to single jump, and then single jump off here. Shoot, well, let me try and demonstrate. Single jump off here, shoot, hit the ceiling, because if you hit a wall, you'll immediately lose your ability, and then double jump through this gap. So let's not mess up the last bits. Good. Yay. I do like, and that's quite a nice little ending to that area. So this one, go get the red crystal. I'm going to no, I'm going to do it that way. I think you can do that a couple of different ways. So you could jump, shoot, and then jump. I think I did it there by jump, double jump, shoot. But either works. Now you can actually get through that area there. You have to be incredibly good to pull that off, and I don't fancy mucking around doing that. So yeah, I'm just going to go over here and do the level the intended way. I'm going to jump up and hit this crystal. And now you see a bit of a problem. Before, I said that once you hit a wall, you'll revert back to the normal kid. Obviously here, you can clearly see where I need to shoot, but I cannot go all the way to the wall, because otherwise I'll just hit the spikes. But what you can do is shoot again, and yeah, if you're in blue form, you will revert back to the kid immediately. So that's a kind of a trick that you need to do, obviously pull off there, and you're going to need to be aware of for later on. So right, we've got to the halfway point of this area. I'm going to double jump over here. I'm going to not press the shoot button for some weird reason. Pull that off. That's kind of tricky, actually. And then the green one. So now this is interesting. So, as soon as you shoot, you want to rush. And you want to rush to this area here. So now I want to get the blue crystal. I want to shoot in there. And jump up. And I thought I put myself too low there. But yeah, I just had enough. So I pressed the jump perfectly so that I got up to this area and didn't land on the spike. That was close. And I was very, very nervous that I'd messed that up. Get this crystal, fall down here. Perfect. Perfect. So jump through the gate jump with one jump, double jump up to get to the very ceiling. Shoot, obviously, when you're high enough up so you're going to go over these spikes, but obviously press the shoot button before you hit this spike above my head. So I don't accidentally jump and jump and yeah, kill myself on. So yeah, nice little kind of timing bits, but yeah, not kind of probably one of the more trickiest screens, that one. But or we're starting to get to the trickiest screens. But anyway, it's done, and that's great. So I'm going to go down here, collect these 2 red crystals by not jumping, or not double jumping, so we're just going to collect them. In fact, I'll do that again. So let me just do that again. Collect this crystal, shoot, collect that crystal, shoot, die on the spike. Yay, wonderful. And then double jump up there. Again, I think you can probably time out. Wow, that was ridiculously clumsy. I think you can actually do either of the. You can time when you're going to do the shoot or the double jump there. But that's the way I find it. I found that one easiest. This little bit, collect this crystal. As soon as you collect the crystals, blah, you need to shoot, because you will have to use... That's dreadful. That's dreadful. I need to collect the crystal without using the jump. Blah. But yeah, as soon as because you're going to have to... Wow. You're going to have to use... I don't think that's correct. I need to jump off there. I think. Let's just try that again. If I walk off there... Oh, I do get the jump back. Okay, that's interesting. Hadn't quite twigged that before. Don't miss the crystal. Right, yeah, you're going to have to use your... Wow! You could possibly not double jump high enough up and miss the crystal altogether, but blur. Because of the position of this crystal, you're going to have to use your double jump to get it. So that means then that you're pretty much instantaneously going to have to press the shoot button when you get these... didn't press the shoot button! Or where I wanted to anyway! You're going to pretty much have to instantaneously hit the shoot button when you hit these crystals to get the extra height you need. And that was too low, Blair. I hit the blue crystal and then for some reason just decided, oh, I'll just dilly-dally, I'll hang around for a little bit more longer in the air than I need to before I shoot. And yeah, not the way to go. What on earth? Are you kidding me? I can confidently say that I don't think I've... Confidently say I don't think. Yeah, wonderful. I can't even speak properly now. I can almost certainly say, let's put it that way, that I never ran into that spike once. When I played this first time. I have no idea why I was even anywhere near that spike. There's so much room there, it's not even true. I jumped before I collected the crystal, so as you probably saw, I shot a bullet rather than actually activating my ability. And did it again, I think, there. Wow. Okay, so this screen is going to be the one that causes me the problems. I still don't think it's that bad. I've done it again. I need to wait till I collected the crystal before I shoot. Getting ahead of myself. It's very easy to do. Yeah, wow. Don't turn around and shoot straight at the wall on the left-hand side. Yay. Wow, banged my head there. It's very easy to do. Like that, shoot before you collect the crystal thing, just because, or I always find it really a tricky to do anyway. But anyway, yeah, when you get the blue crystal, you need to shoot immediately so you clear these spikes, and then shoot so you land in this area. Okay, so now comes the tricky bit. So collect this crystal, shoot, and mess up where you need to go. Blair. and I jumped. Now I'm completely screwed up because I jumped rather than shot when I collected the crystal right at the beginning. Wow. Anyway, as you can perhaps appreciate at the top there, once we've collected the green crystal, we're going to have to make our way over to the... Oh, wow. Thankfully I got over there pretty quickly again. Huh? Duh. Wow. This is... Yeah, okay. This is now getting silly. What am I doing? Concentrate. Calm down. Calm down. This isn't that difficult. I'm just getting a little bit flustered now. I'm getting really, really clumsy, and this is not good. Stop with the stupid... Yes! And stop with the terrible timing! I knew... yeah, when I saw this screen again, like now, like 5 minutes ago or so ago, well, that's how long it certainly feels like when I first got to it, I knew it was going to cause... This was going to be the first one, I think, that was going to really cause problems, but, oh dear. Anyway, you obviously need to be pretty quick here, but don't be too quick. And if you're really good, you can probably make it over to that spike drop, or spike shaft. I'm not, so I was going to play it safe. I'm just going to land here, and I'm going to trust my skills that I can pull off the spike shaft drop, which I can do, thankfully. Oh, hey. Right, let's move on. And not collect that crystal? Are you kidding me? What? How did I not collect that crystal there? No idea. Anyway. Collect the blue crystal and shoot to the left in that obvious safe spot. Do it again since I died immediately afterwards. Right, you'll need to use your double jump to get over those two spikes. Brilliant. And of course, because you use your double jump to get it, you're actually gonna have to shoot so you don't hit this wall here. Otherwise, you won't have a double jump, and there's no way you can survive that. So yeah, you're going to use your double jump. My timing here is absolutely shot. I don't know what little joke there as well. Wow, that's what I get for telling jokes. Yeah, you'll have to use your double jump again to get over these spikes. So when you hit the red crystal, shoot, and you'll get up to this area. Get up to that area. Let me think. I'm going to need to do this in one go, really. So I'm going to collect the crystal and then shoot through there. Okay, fine. I'm going to collect this red crystal and get over to here. Shoot, or jump, double jump, and get over to here. Right. I hit my head. I don't think that's going to work. No, it's not. Wonderful. The ceiling there is a little bit, obviously, misleading in the sense that it actually doesn't look like there's a ceiling there, but yeah, believe me, there is. I clearly felt when I was doing that jump there that my head got stuck on something. I lost all my momentum, and I wasn't able to pull off the jump, which is kind of tricky, actually. There, you have to go. Wow, you have to go quite a distance there. There's the spike I died on is the one that I'm most worried about actually clearing, because yeah, it's wow, quite a way off, and being conscious that you have to pull off that jump without hitting your head in effect on the ceiling. What? I cleared the first spike but hit the second one? How in the world did that work? How in the world did I missee that? That clearly looked to me like I cleared the first spike but got hit to the second one. They are exactly the same height. I have no idea how that could have happened. And yeah, that jump there, probably one of the most annoying, regular platforming jumps in this stage. Obviously, the crystals make some of these manoeuvres kind of tricky. I mean, they're great fun. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, of all the I think that's okay. Yeah, good. Of all the non-crystal kind of gimmick manoeuvres to pull off, I think that one is the worst. So. Here's hoping I do this first go. Wow, terrible. And in case you kind of thought that was a bit unrealistic to pull that off first go, having got there, I did pull that off first go on my first playthrough of this. I actually did. That was dreadful, and I have no words for it. But yeah, I pulled it off. I don't actually think the remainder of it is the tricky part of the screen. Who knows? It may turn out to be. And I may have just really lucked out when I did it, but it really doesn't seem too bad. So you obviously need to shoot to the wall on the left of me here. Then when you hit the red crystal, immediately shoot, and you'll jump up here. I've now got the green crystal, so I now need to manoeuvre my way through here. Be careful. And there you go. So second go, I think that was. So like I said, really not that bad actually. And I do think it's the first half of that screen that's actually the trickiest. I think this is the final screen. of this area. So yeah, get that crystal and then shoot here. We obviously need to go to the bottom right-hand side, and you can clearly see there's a crystal on the left-hand side that would be very useful, but we couldn't get to that without using... In fact, let me just demonstrate, I suppose. So yeah, if you want to do something like that, unfortunately, you're going to lose your double jump. Let's just do it a little bit better, actually. I'm going to be losing deaths here, unfortunately. I could be losing really unnecessary deaths here. But then, that would be absolutely what we need to do. But of course, I don't have my double jump, so yeah, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to go all the way round the screen and find another way of making sure that I keep my double jump once I hit that crystal. Otherwise, it's not going to be possible. And yeah, I just died a whole lot there, unnecessarily, really. I mean, to prove a point, admittedly, but still. And I know I'm not being like that worried about the death counter or indeed the time counter, but still. Okay, so to collect that red crystal here, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to... Oh my goodness me! Damn it! I used my double jump, so I messed up somewhere along the line. And I just realised that as I got to that final bit. That bit with the blue crystal up there, you're going to have to keep your double jump. So yeah, I clearly messed up. So what I need to do is single jump this, shoot, and yeah, thankfully, and I can save my double jump. And I messed it up anyway, yay. But, fun enough, I think we're kind of... that's more or less the end, once we get to that blue crystal up there. Need to obviously, once we've got that, in effect, we just need to get down to the bottom left-hand side. So, yeah, anyway. Big jump, shoot. Right, that way I keep my double jump. Thank you. Right. Okay, so blue crystal. I'm going to go over here. Are you joking me? I cannot believe... I messed up that jump. Given what else is in this entire world, or indeed this screen, that's pretty bad. That was pretty bad. And I banged my head on the ceiling there to completely mess up the jump. Yay. Wow. I cannot believe I messed that up. Yeah, no words. It's not that difficult a jump by any means. That was just... pathetic. And as was that again, having just when I got to that crystal before, or got to that jump before, and I hit my head on the bloody ceiling, I was like, okay, let's be super careful next time not to do that. So what do? I bang my head on the ceiling. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm still having fun. This is not frustrating by any stretch, by any means. This is a really fun area. By the way, I'm being ridiculously clumsy. There's no other way around it. I'm kind of moving a little bit slower there at the top area because I'm very conscious that I do not want to... what the hell am I doing? I don't want to touch the ceiling when I'm in the green crystal. Otherwise, I will lose that ability and revert back to the kid way earlier than I need to be. So, or than I want to. So yeah, need to take that... ride with the green crystal over to the left-hand side a little bit careful. Right, now for goodness sake, jump, shoot, save the double jump. Right, gee whiz. And, wow! Now, admittedly, there is a little... that's kind of annoying to have to kind of get in between that spike that's sort of hanging from the ceiling and the one that's kind of jutting out to the left, because that's not the nicest manoeuvre to have to pull off. But seriously... Okay, right, for goodness sake, right, okay, please don't mess this up. I am actually going to go up and do this way. Okay, right, shoot. Select the ability, shoot, and hopefully don't mess up the timing on the jump. Thank you. Right, anyway, like I said, that's still really, really fun, so I can't complain about that area. Getting a little bit frustrating there at the end because I was just dying on really, really clumsy stuff. Ugh, not good. But anyway, it's done. And that brings us to the final boss. So let's get on with it. And yeah, we start off with, well, quite a lot of avoidance, really. We get these lots of cherries coming our way, and we get these green, I think they are, little spears, which we kind of need to shoot back at the kid. 10 hits will do the trick nicely. Then once you do 10, I've said, I'm sure I'll die, so I'll get to talk about that a little bit more in more detail, but there's not much to it, admittedly. The second phase, the kid just kind of hovers up on the ceiling, and the fruit comes up from below, and again, you want to aim the fruit just so it ploughs into the kid, a little bit like Solgren from I Want a Bit of Bocce, and I'm sure lots of other bosses. Then this attack is his third one. He kind of just shoots random fruit around, and it can be really freaking annoying to avoid. It's probably my least favourite phase of almost this entire, or certainly the first part of this. Wow, terrible, Blair. Okay, let's start from the beginning again. So yeah, anyway, 10 of these. Basically, just kind of try and find out where a safe spot's going to be. The green spheres that he shoots out will home in on or go to where you were standing when he initially shoots them. So just be try and aim for a sort of gap in the other fruit that he's shooting. By the way, if the fruit misses here, when it kind of hits the ceiling, it will split apart into smaller fruit. So be careful of that as well. Just make sure you're kind of aiming the things at the kid. But if the fruit does miss, then just be on your guard for the small fruit that kind of splitting apart. And this attack, there's not very much to say about it, other than just kind of get the shots in when you can and try and avoid it as best you can, because I really don't like that phase. Trying to get through some of the gaps in the shots there is really tricky sometimes. This bit, as you can clearly see, he just kind of continuously shoots fruit, and kind of plummets down from the ceiling. So just keep moving left and right and take care of it. We then get a little bit of a chase segment. So I've kind of gone a bit over where I kind of need to now, or to be able to talk about this section in great detail. And apologies for that, but that's that bit done, and we won't be seeing it again. But I'm going to take a little breather there. But there's a lovely little chase section there with the red, the green, and the blue crystals, where you have to kind of climb up, use their abilities to get up the tower. That's really, really nice, and it's not too difficult. It's really fun, and like I said, in the spirit of this game, I don't think this would actually be too bad, even if there wasn't a save point here. But second half of the fight, there is a save point, so which just makes it really, really a really fun final boss as well, because you don't feel like you've got to start, or you don't have to start all over from the beginning again. That first, I'm assuming I'm going to die. In fact, I'm just going to restart anyway, because I didn't get to talk about this attack. So these platforms, by the way, sort of randomly appear and disappear, and they appear in different places, so you just kind of need to watch out and make sure that there is actually a platform for you to stand on. There's two sets of spikes, the sort of green and the more coloured ones, which you need to shoot, and that's how you actually damage the boss. And the sort of more or less coloured ones at the top of the screen, when they reach your same same horizontal area on the screen, they will fall to the floor. So that's kind of have to pay attention to those and just kind of stay out of their way. But it's not too difficult. The thing I suppose that could screw you over more than most really is, to be honest, the platforms where they appear. So for this one, you can clearly see you just want to kind of dance in between the circling or ever-expanding, receding cherries. It's a little bit dependent on, I find this bit, on the platforms, to be honest. This can be quite annoying. I'm not shooting you, am I? Why am I just... I could have done that if I'd actually, I'm pretty sure you have to shoot him there. Otherwise, to actually progress the fight. Terrible. Blur. Misremembering. Anyway, back to this one. Just keep shooting at the spikes that are coming at you horizontally, and you should be fine. Yes, pretty sure I should be shooting at you. Yes, and by actually shooting at you there, I was just not paying attention whatsoever to the fruit. So this bit can be kind of ridiculous if you've got a pattern like that, where the platforms were all the way over to the right-hand side, and where I was positioned on screen there in order to deal with the the place that I was clearly going to be confined to deal with the circling cherries, there were no platforms at all. Wow, you were kind of a dick there. I do feel like, I suppose there's a bit more, obviously, randomness to this phase than the first one, in the sense that, obviously, with these platforms, you never know where they are going to spawn in, so you are somewhat, a little bit, I don't want to say at the mercy of where the platforms are, but as you saw with the phase I had, last time here, if the platforms, in fact, it doesn't go on too long, admittedly, so that's quite nice on that one. But yeah, if the platforms are just not in a nice position, then there's not really much you can do about it. For this one, basically, he just shoots out these projectiles. All you need to do is, probably try and hang back as much left as possible, because that will give you more time to react to them. But basically, one hit each when he's up at the top will send him to go to the bottom, and one hit when he's at the bottom will send him back up to the top. It's pretty straightforward. And I think this is the last phase. So actually, no, it's not quite the last one. So shoot the sort of grey or white cherries, and that is how you actually damage the boss. Obviously, these. Oh, what was I thinking with that? When you shoot that, your projectile will kind of, or your bullets will kind of bounce off that area and go and attack him. So that's how you damage him there. Keep your wits about you in terms of where the cherries, obviously, that it's firing are, and keep your eye on the platforms. Because, wow, thank you. I mean, I admit I probably could have backtracked there and got on a platform, but I think you, in all fairness, you did screw me over a little bit there. Yeah, the platforms, again, is probably one of your worst enemies there in terms of they can just, particularly when you're, again, confined to a space. So at least in this area, well, not that the platforms obviously can't screw you over, but at least in this area you kind of got somewhat free reign. And in this area, and indeed the last one where you're kind of like stuck in the circle of cherries, there's not really a lot of room or a lot of space to go, depending on if at a particular point in time. So yeah, you could very well find yourself with nowhere to go based on the platforms, which kind of sucks, but and obviously would make it a bit more difficult if you didn't have this save point in the middle here. To have to do the whole thing in one go. I still don't think it would be that bad, because the first phase I don't think is too bad, and it certainly wouldn't be anything worse than I can't think of a boss immediately. I was trying to think of like maybe Solgrin from Boshi, which doesn't have save points in between the different phases, but I don't think that's a particularly good comparison. But yeah, the platforms here are probably going to be the thing that are going to mess you up. I mean, it's not like they change like ridiculously often, so you do get, I'd say, at least a good. Wow, no words. At least a kind of good 5 seconds or so in a particular pattern when they're on screen. But so yeah, I don't think they are. It's not like you have to constantly be on the move. Let's say, but yeah, this pattern's not the best, I must admit, for where I'm positioned here. Because of that, and I'm hoping I get someone, yeah, thankfully in the middle, so that I can be a bit safer. I didn't hit you there. Are you kidding? I mean, yeah. To be honest, the attacks on this phase are really nothing to worry about. It's more, it's just yeah, the platforms could end up screwing you over, I guess. And I don't really feel like any phase takes an excessively long time to take out either. So yeah. So for this bit, yeah, just keep an eye on the platforms, keep an eye on the cherries that are kind of coming at you. They don't come at you ridiculously fast. So you should, to be honest, you really should have ample time to see where the cherries are going to go, see that the platforms are where they're going to spawn in. This last bit, I'm not actually sure whether you have to shoot him or not. I think I always just do out of force of habit, but it might just be a survival thing. But anyway, it's done. Like I said, with most of the game, let me get my thoughts here before I kind of scroll on through the text and everything. Like with much of the game, there's nothing here I feel that's really unfair. It's fun, and with the save point in the middle as well. It's just this game's all about fun, and that's why I love it. But anyway, ugh, I can't believe you beat me. They don't call me the guy for nothing. I guess this is how the marathon ends. I helped you die many times, but now it's over. Sorry, I can't help anymore. Please don't hate me. Well, no, I don't hate you. I know that you only meant well. I just need to get out of here. Very well. Here's an exit portal. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, platforms don't reappear, disappear, and screw me over. Okay, good. That was my slight concern there, but no, it didn't happen. Okay, and yeah, that is I Want to Run the Marathon. As I said, this was going to be a short project, depending on how long. In fact, the timer has stopped, so I have managed to beat it in under 2 hours. I won't kind of like read out all the credits, but there are the creators, and yeah, it's very difficult to say too many bad things about this game. It is honestly, I feel like this game has almost brought me back, looking forward to doing the Let's Plays for these kind of games, because I still have some planned. I've still got lots planned to do. So but I've been playing some of the games in the series, sort of fan games in the series that are just got me to the point where I was just, I said all this in part one, but yeah, it's true to repeat myself, that just kind of were getting me overly pissed off, and I was just, I was getting too frustrated with them. I honestly felt like I just needed a break from them, or I just needed to find a game that would pull me back from like the brink of thinking, oh my god, do I even want to really do these anymore? That would just be fun. Show this off. Yay! That would just be fun. Kind of not too difficult, but I feel like I'm saying fun a lot. But if I had to describe this game, I think that's probably the most apt word I can think of. I love this game. This is just what I needed after a long time playing these fan games and getting. I can looking at it from the inside, from the outside, I can see myself getting too frustrated with them. But it got to the point where I just need to almost either take a break from them or just take a step back from them and just come back to them once I've recharged. But this game was fantastic from pretty much start to finish. Once I've kind of completed this almost for a second time and having to be honest, having completed it for the first time, can kind of look back at it and think the whole game is fantastic. I did have that slightly coloured viewpoint of the first area where I didn't quite appreciate how the game was going to be set up, but I can certainly appreciate that for what it was now. The game is brilliantly designed, in my opinion. It doesn't try to say in no way is it try to be too serious, try to make it too difficult at all. This is the game. In fact, to be honest, I was going to say fan game there, but if you haven't even played I Want to Be the Guy, I suppose you probably need to have played I Want to Be the Guy to kind of really get the kind of full worth for it or whatever. But I still would recommend Brysoft very, very highly. That would still be my kind of very near the top of my games to say. Well, if you want to try a nice, fun, reasonably short fan game. That would be my kind of one to go for. I think this one probably ends up having to take the top prize for that, at least at this point in time. Just because I think with Biosoft kind of the extra characters and the guns and things like that kind of adding it. That's brilliantly done and it adds a bit of extra, it adds some extra stuff to it. But for just kind of the sheer almost simplicity of what this brings to the table, in terms of fun, not being too difficult. I think this would be the fan game that I would most recommend to anyone who has played I Want to Be the Guy or is looking for a first fun fan game, or hey, even someone who's become slightly disenchanted or with these games or anything like that, to try and pull them back to the brink or anything like that. Because this is what it feels like it did for me. I wasn't going to be quitting these games, but this kind of pulled me back from the brink and kind of thought, okay, this is brilliant. This has kind of set me up for where I need to be now. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. That's incredibly rambling. I've said the same point about 500 times, but yeah, this now has got me in the mood for the next project that I want to do. It's going to be a lengthy one. Oh, it's going to be a lengthy one. It's probably, to be honest, going to take me probably up to the end of the year, end of 2016. But I am looking forward to that with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil what it is. That one should be a hell of a ride, and as I say, I am really, really looking forward to that. And hopefully, it shouldn't be too long after the end of this Let's Play has finished that gets posted. So yes, I shall leave it there. This has been I Want to Run the Marathon. This is a fantastic, wonderful, fun game that got me back into being excited to do I Want to Be the Guy games. And I shall leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this game. If you're still playing fan games, play this game if you've not already. You won't regret it. Yeah. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, cheerio.